Hey, how's it going? So this is kind of like low elo for me, so I can carry a lot of games, even though I still have like 50% win rate. I mean, games that they just feel easy. Like I think it's because I'm trying to play Nasus. This is why my win rate is not that high. I think if I just play Tryndamere, my win rate should be better. And I was playing a lot of different builds, kind of experimenting with Tryndamere. But I mean, if I just go standard Tryndamere, I think I can climb to pretty good win rate. So certain rules. Okay, so like fundamentally, League of Legends is about carrying your team, right? And the way to do that is, so you see, like I started kind of getting serious with playing Tryndamere, and you see, like I'm kind of my KDA is like crazy, even though like I'm playing against pretty strong. Like this was a counter pick against me, like Vayne top to Tryndamere, very hard to play. But this guy went like 0-8 against me. And then this guy played Fiora. Honestly, their Master Yi was not very bright in terms of. I mean, he gave me like he literally ran into me. I was level 6 and he was level 4. No, I was level 7. He was level 6, and he just ran into me and gave me double buffs for free. And then, of course, if I get double buffs, Fiora is gonna feed, and that's naturally what happened. And then also Jax, he sacrificed himself a couple of times just to give me kills. Fair play to the guy. You see, he has like 13 assists. It's crazy. Like Jax played supporting role in this game, but he was very good, like very good. It was like it's, and then he kind of he told us what to do, and we did it. So I mean, it worked out for him. Like his investments worked out really well because he wanted to take the Baron. We took the Baron with him. He asked us to go take the Rift Herald. We did it with him. He asked us to go take the Dragon. We dropped everything and went took the Dragon. So he was kind of like the shot caller in the game, I suppose. And I mean, surprisingly more damage than me, even though I had a Kraken Slayer. I mean, he did more damage than me. Jack's amazing champion. Okay, so right. So going back to how do you win games in League of Legends, and it's very simple. You go and you massacre the entire team, right? You have to basically go and get a pentakill. That's it, right? That's how you carry in League of Legends, right? Your teammates on average are gonna be good enough to be a mid shield, right? So all you have to do is just, well, I'll show you an example. I'll show you an example. Basically, you want to participate in every team fight and massacre everyone. CS does not matter. Turrets do not matter. Taking a dragon does not matter. You have to go into every single team fight and massacre their entire team. All right, you have to. That's the mentality. This has to be your mentality, right? You have to have high KP, which is kill participation. If you go like 7-0, right? Let's say you go 7-0-0 with 300 CS, but the game was 50 kills. That's a very bad score because you only participated in 7 out of 50 kills, which means you're getting carried by your teammates. Now, you can cry about your teammates and stuff like that, but you have to understand this game is about group work. All right, it's not about individual. Now, it used to be the time where you could split push and win, but I don't think the game is at the level where you can do that anymore, right? So, like, I'm changing my mentality because I used to, for example, think that taking a turret is better than winning a team fight, but I don't think it is anymore, right? I don't think it is. Like, for example, back in the days, you could take Dragon for 2 kills. That would be worth for you. But right now, if you take Dragon for 2 kills, I don't think, because you see, if you lose a team, like the idea, you have to have useful teammates. And for them to be useful, you need to make sure that they are not 4v5. And you're like split pushing somewhere, taking turrets, and they are just dying and dying. You have to understand, like, the problem right now is there is so much engage so much crowd control. It's very hard for people not to feed, right? Very hard, because it's designed that you're working as a unit. All right, I'll show you an example, right? Because I mean, you have to think in terms of like, think about like junglers like Sejuani, for example. Like if you have Caitlyn, right, and there is 4 of them, your teammates, and five of the enemy, right? So let's say they have Sejuani and Nautilus. Your Caitlyn is gonna die. That's it, right? Because what's gonna happen is Sejuani is gonna ult, Nautilus is gonna press his button R on Kate, and Kate just vanishes from the team. Now you have 3 teammates, and there you are split pushing God knows where, and taking like 2 turrets and losing your entire team. That is not working. That is not working. So there was a team fight in here, I think, somewhere. Like in this game, I had to hover my Vayne all the time because of this guy here. You see, he consistently wanted to kill Vayne. Consistently. And I know that if Master Yi gets fed, we're gonna have a problem. Because fed Master Yi can one shot. Right? So you see, like, they're fighting. This guy ults support. So you see, like, I just go and I massacre their entire team. I'm 4-0 right now, right? Right, Zed is coming up, right? I mean, we're gonna massacre them. And Jax's E is coming up, so... And that's it. That's game. Man, I should probably maybe give some kills to... So you see, we traded Vayne and Leona for 4 of their teammates, right? And that means that Vayne and Leona got assists for 4. You see, Leona got assists for everything, and Vayne got +2, which is good. But I mean, I have to say my team was very good this game, because if you look at the CS difference between Vayne and Ezreal, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? And I mean, Zed was superstar. This guy was the shot caller, and he was like everywhere. This guy was absolutely everywhere, right? Even though you can see that Master Yi is a little bit... these numbers, I think, are skewed somehow, but it doesn't matter, right? They technically have 1 Master Yi. So all I have to do is just hover. And there was somewhere in here as well. Yeah, in this, you see, like, my team went a little bit... See, I was just hovering Vayne, because, I mean, Vayne is so fed. She can massacre the entire team as long as she doesn't die. And I actually back. You see, as soon as Fiora went on Vayne, I just jumped. And this gives Vayne freedom to do damage. You see, I'm Tryndamere here. I'm just protecting. Like, I'm playing supporting role right now, because this is kind of mid to late game, and ADC kind of is the most... Like, here my fear was that this guy is gonna flash and ult her, but I was not aware that she had no flash. That he had no ult, basically. And now I'm afraid that Sona is going to CC. I can go in and massacre them, right? But then I will use up too many resources, and Dragon is up, and I don't want to die, because if I I am kind of a engine for making sure that everything is good. So I don't want to waste resources, because Vayne can take down turrets, right? And that's exactly what that was exactly what back. Vayne should get up. Right? Now here I wanted now to leave, like, because I will want to take Dragon and group up and just take the Nexus. I could have probably risked it, right? And I could have made a risky play where me and Vayne just tried to force the Nexus. But I mean, at this stage, looking at the score, they literally have nobody, right? They have nobody. So 5 on 5, we're gonna massacre them, right? So there is no reason for me to do this and give a shutdown. And plus, like Master Yi with items, he bought some items now. You don't want to do that. And here, kind of Vayne, that's a bad play by her. She got away with it, but honestly, I thought Master Yi is just gonna ult her and just kill her. But he didn't do that because I think he thought that I'm covering her right now. Which I was. Like, all this time I was doing this, I had my kind of eye on Vayne, and if Master Yi was to ult her, I would ghost. I would literally just ghost and kill Master Yi. Because you see straight away, like I see that Vayne is in trouble, I straight away go to protect her. Right. Now they probably saw me in here, that's why they backed off. Right? So they see Vayne. Because you see, they don't know where our team is. But now they know, because we get the dragon. But they still don't know how many people are in this region. Right? So that's why they're kind of hesitant. Like, this is kind of a bit of a... yeah, from their perspective... yeah, they see the team now, you see. That's why they're backing off. Because honestly, I thought that Master Yi is just gonna run her down. You see, like, I'm just hovering things. Now I'm protecting Jax. And then that's about it. Yeah, that's the... no, that's... At this level, like, I've kind of played supporting role a little bit. Because, like, the carries in this game would be Vayne and Jax, I think, right? We're kind of... well, Zed can kind of one-shot. But Zed is Zed. I mean, he's always gonna just one-shot somebody and run away, right? Because, like, sustained damage will come from Vayne, Jax, and me, right? So, ideally, I want Jax and Vayne to be fed. Like, extremely fed. Right? So, Vayne got fed, and Jax was kind of okay. But this is ideal position to be in, that we're in right now, is everybody's doing well, Vayne is fed, Jax is good, I'm like extremely fed, and we have a fed assassin. So we don't have to, like, there is no late game for them. They cannot climb out of this. It's not winnable for them anymore, right? All I had to do was to share kills, right? You have to share kills with stronger champions, like Jax and Vayne. Right? It's worth. Because Tryndamere, I mean, he doesn't really scale into late game, right? Too much. Because Fiora is gonna outscale me, right? Master Yi is gonna outscale me. But Jax will outscale Fiora, and Vayne for sure is going to outscale Fiora and Yi. The only champion here that is strong is Yi, I think. Kind of, who could be a problem. And I counter Yi, right? So... yeah, good stuff. Okay, so bottom line, right? This is what I want to kind of showcase. Was these moves in here. Where was it? No. Yeah, this move in here. Okay. You see, like, I saw that there was a team fight happening. Normally, what I do is I just split push. I would have taken this turret, go kill this guy, take this turret, right? But what would have happened, they would have probably cleaned up my entire team, and Master Yi would have been a problem by now. And I would be like, ah, Jesus Christ, my teammates suck, right? So, because I am the strongest in my team, I have to be in every single team fight, right? So, you see this move, I don't care. Like, if you look at my CS, it's bad. It's just bad. Normally, Tryndamere would have like 160 CS. But you have to understand, CS does not matter. It's kill participation, the most important, right? So you go, so I went, and I rushed the fight. You see, like, Master E is getting fed, right? And boom, comes the squad, which is Zed is fed. You see, Zed is also a good player, right? So what did he do? He didn't go start split pushing somewhere. He went into the team fight, right? And I mean, what is Master Yi going to do with his items against me? Like, I mean, come on. Or against Zed. We are both on 2 items already. Right? And he has, like, what, boots? Yeah, he can kill Vayne with these items, but I mean, once Vayne gets 2 or 3 items, it's over. So you see, like me and Zed, we know what we're doing. So okay, fundamentally, does CS matter? No. Does your KDA matter? No. What's the most important statistic in League of Legends? Kill participation. Kill participation is the most important. Okay. So for example, if you go 0-10, but you have 30 assists and there's 40 kills in the game, and you are 30 out of 40 assists, that is excellent. That is fantastic, right? Even if you have 50 CS, it doesn't matter. That means you're participating in team fights and helping your team, right? Another thing is, yeah, wave management. You need to kind of understand wave management, because you see, like right now, waves are pushing into, what's the position of the waves? Yeah, so you see the wave, the way the waves are, right? So in this scenario, well, this wave is gonna push into this. That's actually pretty bad position, but that's okay. That's okay. I'd still say kill participation is probably the most important, right? Because I mean, I looked at how challenger players play. So, and I mean, they have ridiculously low numbers of CS sometimes. Like, I looked at their CS numbers. I mean, there was a dude, he was playing Jax, and he had 98 CS at 21 minutes. 98 CS. And he's challenger level. But he had 4 kills, I think, 3 deaths, and 8 assists, right? So do you see, like, does he care about CS? No. He cares about being in a team fight and participating, right? Okay, so just something to think about. This game is no longer about split pushing. It's about kind of grouping and team fighting. And if you want to win games, you have to massacre their entire team. That's it. If you see that their team composition is in such a way where you cannot get to the level where you can massacre their entire team, you just don't dodge the game, right? Because, for example, Fiora is not really super counter into Tryndamere, because Fiora player has to be extremely good, and this is like gold level, right? And I know Fiora is not going to be good. It's kind of like Riven. Fiora and Riven, they are skill champions. It's highly unlikely he's going to be good. But let's say this was some kind of Ornn, that would have been a problem, probably. Because I cannot do much against Ornn. He just builds full tank and that's it. Sits on the turret. So good idea to have multiple accounts so you can dodge. Okay, take care.